dancing of Zambia, proud and free, land of work and joy in unity.
Hey everyone, welcome back Chessbox Worldwide, your ultimate destination for the most thrilling chess encounters. Today, we are taking you straight to the heart of action in Zambia for the Lusaka Open Chess 2025 Championship of what promises to be an epic series. This game was played between Siuluta Arnold vs IM Mwali Chitumbo in round 2. Get ready for a game packed with audacious attacks, pivotal moments that will leave you gossiping. So about the players, Siuluta Arnold is a chess player from Zambia. He was once ranked 3rd in the Golden Coin Bureau, the Change Back to School Chess Festival, and he is a promising young attacking chess player, while IM Mwali Chitumbo is one of the dangerous Zambian chess commandos. He won the African Junior Chess Championship in 2006, the Zambian Chess Championship multiple times, and represented Zambia in the Chess World Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the center of African chess. In the white pieces, Siuluta Arnold opened the game with 1d4, and IM Mwali Chitumbo opened with knight f6. c4, c5, which brings us to the Benoni defense. Arnold went on to play d5, e6, trying to challenge the center. Knight c3, e takes d5, c takes d5, d6, e4, trying to take control of the center. g6, opening up for the bishop. f4, putting an eye on e5 square. Bishop comes to g7. In 1989, in this position, Kasparov vs Adolf Kennes, Kasparov went on and played bishop b5 check. But in this position, Arnold went on and played knight f3. For example, in case of bishop b5 check, knight comes to d7 is the best response. But however, in case of bishop coming to d7 to block the check, or knight coming to d7, all those don't work. For example, in case of knight beat d7, then this gives white a huge advantage. For example, e5 would be played, and after d takes e5, f takes e5, knight comes to h5, e6 is a very powerful response. Let's go back. After bishop b5, in case of bishop d7, still doesn't work because of e5, and after d takes e5, f takes e5, knight h5, knight f3, you can see that white is dominating the center. Arnold went on and played knight f3. Mwali Chitumbo went on to play short castling. Bishop comes to e2. Plan to go ahead for short castling. Rook comes to e8. Now we see that the rook and the knight are attacking the pawn, which is on e4. In this position, Siuluta Arnold played the best move in the position. He played e5. After d takes e5, f takes e5, he played knight g4. So that the knight and the bishop are attacking the pawn, which is on e5. Arnold went on and played e6. F takes e6, he played d6, still keeping things intact. And after knight comes to c6, short castling from Arnold. Rook f8 should have been considered. However, he played knight d4, planning to go ahead and take the pawn, which is on d6. And Arnold played knight e4, putting an eye on the pawn and defending the pawn, which is on d6. Rook f8 still should have been considered, followed by bishop coming to g5. But however, he played b6, position of blunder. And in this position, Arnold played bishop g5, hitting on the queen. Knight takes e2 should have been considered, but he played queen d7, stopping any further advancements of the pawn and trying also to support the bishop to sit on b7. Knight takes d4. Bishop b7 should have been considered, hitting on the knight, which is sitting on e4. In case of bishop b7, could have seen bishop takes knight on g4, bishop takes e4. Knight f3 would have been played. But however, after knight takes d5, he played bishop takes d4. And in this position, Arnold took over 30 minutes thinking about the next move. He played queen takes bishop on d4. Fantastic move. Superstar in Zambian chess. This is what I always say, accuracy and brilliancy in the game. Without thinking anymore, he played c takes d4. And after bishop takes g4, now we see that they have sacrificed the queen for two minor pieces, the bishop and the knight. Rook f8 should have been considered, taking control of the open file. But however, he played queen b5, putting an eye on the bishop and also trying to attack the pawn, which is on b2. Arnold played another super strong move. He played f4, challenging the queen. All these squares are fully covered. In case of queen coming anywhere close to these squares, knight can step in on f6. And in this position, Mwali Chitumbo played queen takes b2. And now we see another super strong move. He played knight f6 check. And after king f7, rook c1, planning to bring in the rook to check the king. Queen c3 should have been considered, just giving back material to see on a way how to survive. But Mwali Chitumbo played rook e7. And now we see pawn takes rook and king takes pawn. In this position, another absolutely the best move. You see that now the king has entered into the bishop check. So first of all played knight e4 check, asking the king a question, what's doing on e7? And now we see king going to e8. In this position, so many squares and so many open files. The rook is open, the rooks are open, the bishops are cutting off the king. All these squares are free and fragile for the white side to step in. Now we see rook c7, and in this position Mwali Chitumbo played queen a3, but however giving back the queen could have made a lot of sense, so he played queen a3. And in this position Arnold played knight f6 check, and after king comes to d8, he played knight d5, opening up for the bishop check and also defending the rook. And after king e8, bishop e7. In this position Mwali Chitumbo resigned the game because we see that the bishop is attacking the queen and also threatening rook coming into f8 checkmate. Arnold went on to cut off IM Mwali Chitumbo's neck in 28 moves. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you the best of luck in your games.